Ever wondered how to make authentic chorizo con huevos at home? Well, today you're in for a treat as we delve into the heart of Mexican cuisine. Chorizo con huevos, a delightful breakfast dish that hails from Mexico, is a symphony of flavors that dances on your palate. Imagine waking up to the mouth-watering aroma of sautéed chorizo mingling with fresh eggs, the scent wafting through your home like an irresistible invitation. This dish is not only a popular breakfast staple in Mexico, but it's also a testament to the country's vibrant culinary culture. The best part? It's surprisingly simple to prepare in your own kitchen. With a few staple ingredients and a hearty appetite, you can set the stage for a breakfast experience that's nothing short of spectacular. So are you ready to spice up your mornings with this Mexican classic? Stick around and you'll learn how to whip up an authentic Mexican breakfast in no time. First things first, gather all the ingredients. We'll start with the star of the show, chorizo. This Spanish sausage is a burst of flavors, with its smoky paprika and garlic hints. It's the backbone of our dish, lending its rich, unique taste to every bite. Moving on, we have eggs. Considered a universal ingredient, eggs are a fantastic source of protein and are the perfect binder for our dish. They'll soak up the chorizo's flavor and add a creamy, delicate texture that contrasts beautifully with the sausage. Next up is the onion. Onions are a kitchen staple, and in our dish, they will provide a sweet, slightly tangy flavor that will balance out the richness of the chorizo. Tomatoes come next. These red beauties will introduce a fresh, juicy element to the dish. They'll also add a pop of color, making the dish as appealing to the eyes as it is to the palate. Our next ingredient is the jalapeno. This hot chili pepper will add a kick to our dish, giving it that authentic Mexican touch. But don't worry, the heat is not overpowering, it just adds a little zest. Garlic, the flavor booster, is our next ingredient. It will infuse our dish with its aromatic, slightly spicy flavor. It's one of those ingredients that brings everything together, creating a harmony of flavors. Now, let's not forget about our seasonings, salt and pepper. These two are simple, but they play a crucial role. They'll enhance the flavors of our ingredients, making each one shine in its own right. So there you have it. 8 simple ingredients that, when combined, create a symphony of flavors that is chorizo con huevos. Each one plays a crucial role, contributing to the overall taste and texture of the dish. Now that you have all the ingredients ready, it's time to start cooking. Kick off the cooking process by preparing the chorizo. The first thing you'll need to do is remove the casing from the chorizo. Now, the casing is often edible, but for this recipe, we want our chorizo to crumble easily, so taking off the casing is a must. To do this, simply make a small incision along the length of the sausage, then peel back the casing. It should come off quite easily. Once the casing has been removed, you'll want to crumble the chorizo. This is best done by hand, but if you're squeamish, you can also use a fork or a potato masher. The goal here is to break up the chorizo into small, bite-sized pieces. This will not only help it cook more evenly, but it will also make it easier to distribute throughout the dish later on. After you've crumbled your chorizo, it's time to get cooking. Start by preheating a skillet over medium heat. Once it's warm, add your crumbled chorizo. Now, chorizo has quite a bit of fat in it, so there's no need to add any additional oil to the skillet. As the chorizo begins to cook, you'll notice it start to release its fat. This is a good thing. It means your chorizo is cooking properly and will soon be ready to eat. Stir your chorizo occasionally to ensure it cooks evenly and doesn't stick to the pan. You'll want to continue cooking your chorizo until it's fully cooked and crispy. This should take about 10 to 15 minutes, but remember, every stove is different, so keep an eye on your chorizo and adjust the cooking time as necessary. The aroma filling up your kitchen at this point should be nothing short of mouthwatering. The chorizo, with its spicy, smoky flavor, is a real treat for the senses. But we're not done just yet. Once the chorizo is well cooked and crispy, it's time to add the veggies. Now, let's take this dish to the next level by adding some veggies. Our cooking journey continues with the introduction of some fresh, vibrant vegetables to our sizzling chorizo. We've got a medley of onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, and garlic here, all ready to join the party and infuse our dish with their unique flavors. First up, we have the onion, a staple in many cuisines around the world. The humble onion packs a punch when it comes to adding depth and sweetness to our dish. Chopped finely, It will blend seamlessly with the chorizo, lending its subtle sweetness to balance out the robust, spicy flavors. Next, we have the tomatoes. Now, tomatoes are not just about the color, although they do give our dish a lovely, vibrant hue. Their juicy tanginess will complement the spiciness of the chorizo, and their soft texture, once cooked, will blend beautifully with the rest of the ingredients. Now, let's turn up the heat with some jalapenos. These green firecrackers are not for the faint-hearted. They add a zesty kick to our dish, making it truly Mexican. Remember, the seeds are the spiciest part, so if you want your dish on the milder side, make sure to remove them. Last but not least, we have the garlic. Known as the flavor booster, garlic is going to give our dish an aromatic edge. The key is to mince it finely so it can distribute its flavor evenly throughout the dish. Now that we have all our veggies in the pan, it's time to sauté. Sautéing is all about cooking quickly on high heat, allowing the veggies to soften while keeping their flavors intact. It's a dance of sorts. A sizzle and a pop, a quick stir, a wait, and then a repeat. The smell of sautéing veggies combined with the chorizo is nothing short of mouth-watering. You'll know they're done when they've softened and the onion is translucent. With the veggies nicely sautéed, we're ready to introduce the eggs. Now comes the exciting part, adding the eggs. Imagine having a blank canvas and you're about to add a splash of color that will bring your masterpiece to life. That's what we're doing with the eggs in our chorizo con huevos. They're not just an ingredient. They're the binding element that pulls all the flavors together. Begin by selecting your eggs. For this recipe, we'll need 4 large farm-fresh eggs. The fresher the eggs, the better the flavor. You know what they say, quality in, quality out. Now here's a tip for you. Before you crack the eggs directly into the pan, give each one a quick check. Crack them individually into a small bowl first. This way, you can ensure there are no shells or any other unwelcome surprises. Once you're sure, then you can slide them into the pan. Incorporating the eggs into the mixture is a delicate process. You don't want to rush it. Gently scramble the eggs, letting them mingle with the chorizo and veggies. The heat from the pan will slowly cook the eggs, and the flavors from the chorizo and veggies will seep into them, creating a beautiful symphony of flavors. As you scramble, you'll notice the eggs starting to set. However, you don't want them to become too firm. Keep the heat low and stir continuously. The goal is to achieve a creamy, slightly runny consistency. This gives our dish that luscious, mouth-watering texture that's so characteristic of chorizo con huevos. Remember, patience is key. Cooking is not just about following a recipe, it's about feeling the process, understanding the ingredients, and enjoying the journey. So, take your time and let the magic happen. And there you have it. The eggs are beautifully incorporated, creating a vibrant, hearty mixture. You can almost taste the harmony of flavors, can't you? With the eggs well incorporated, you're almost done. And there you have it, your very own homemade chorizo con huevos. Let's do a quick recap. We started by cooking the chorizo, allowing its rich flavors to develop and infuse the dish. We then added our veggies, providing a vibrant contrast and a nice crunch. Finally, we incorporated the eggs, creating a creamy, savory mixture that ties everything together perfectly. Now let's talk about serving suggestions. Chorizo con huevos is a versatile dish that can be enjoyed in multiple ways. For a traditional Mexican breakfast, serve it up with warm tortillas. The soft tortillas complement the hearty filling, making each bite a delight. Alternatively, you can serve it over steamed rice. The grains of rice soak up the spicy, flavorful sauce and offer a satisfying contrast to the rich chorizo and eggs. So the next time you're looking for a hearty breakfast, remember this easy and delicious recipe for chorizo con huevos. Enjoy!